Hi, welcome back to Storytime with Susan. We are finishing our book today, The Berenstain Bear Scouts and the Coughing Catfish. Well, it's been quite a ride, hasn't it? We are on chapter 18, so let's finish this book. Chapter 18. That's how things happen sometimes. No wonder indeed. Yes, the plates, mugs, the knives, forks, and spoons were all solid gold. There was great interest in what came to be known as Black Bear's treasure. It was put up for sale at Big Bear City's leading auction house. Bidders came from all over Bear Country. The objects, which turned out to be Black Bear's personal dinnerware, were sold for more than $1 million. The buyer was Squire Grizzly, Bear Country's richest citizen. The Bear Scouts and the professor knew Squire Grizzly well. Not only did he live right there in Beartown, he was on the board of the Berenstain. The professor's plan was to use some of the money to raise the Helian Queen, restore it, and make it the centerpiece of a small lakefront theme park. It would be called Pirates Cove. All the money it brought in would be used for the protection of Lake Grizzly. The first thing the scouts had done when Saucer 1 landed was check up on old Jake. He had done well in the isolation tank. When he was well, Gramps and the scouts loaded him into the pickup and returned him to his home in Lake Grizzly. The scouts earned the scuba diving merit badge, of course. They decided to celebrate by paying their respects to Lake Grizzly. When they got there, they saw Gramps way out at the end of the pier without his fishing rod. "Hi, Scouts," said Gramps when they joined him. "How come no fishing rod?" said Lizzie. "No need for it," said Gramps. "I said I'd catch old Jake, and I did. No need to catch him twice." The Scouts just smiled. Lizzie went over and gave Gramps a little hug. "And there's no need to make a fuss either," grumped Gramps. A familiar shadow passed over the pier. It was cast by Saucer 1. Actual Factual was still taking water samples. Gramps and the scouts looked up and waved. It's pretty hard for a flying saucer to waggle, but somehow Actual Factual managed to do it. The situation at Lake Grizzly was much improved. The trash along the shore had been cleaned up. The new litter cans seemed to be doing their job. The Bear Scouts looked out over beautiful, healthy Lake Grizzly. It seemed very strange how Black Bear, the pirate ancestor of the bogs, who had almost killed Lake Grizzly, was helping to save it. But that's how things happen sometimes. Well, I certainly enjoyed this book. How about you? Well, as always, join me next time for a new book and a new adventure. As always, like and subscribe, and have an amazing day.